Aphorism 272. Such a globule placed dry upon the tongue is one of the smallest doses for a moderate recent case of illness. Here, but few nerves are touched by the medicine. A similar globule crushed with some sugar of milk and dissolved in a good deal of water, as in Aphorism 247, and stirred well before every administration, will produce a far more powerful medicine for the use of several days. Every dose, no matter how minute, touches on the contrary many nerves. Explanation. In this aphorism, Dr. Hahnemann has given idea about smallest dose, single medicine given to the patient. If such a dry globule placed upon the tongue is one of the smallest dose for a moderate recent case of illness, in dry globule dose only few nerves are touched by the medicine. But if similar globule is crushed with some sugar of milk and then dissolved in good amount of water, as said in 247, and stirred well before every administration, will produce a far more powerful medicine for the use of several days. Every dose, even though being very minute, it touches many nerves when it is prepared in water. Here, Master Hahnemann has talked about dilution, diluted water doses, or plus-in method, in which every time by shaking it increases one level of potency of medicine. Footnote 158 of Aphorism 272. These globules, as in 270 aphorism, retain their medicinal virtue for many years if protected against sunlight and heat. Aphorism 273. In no case under treatment is it necessary and therefore not permissible to administer to a patient more than one single simple medicinal substance at a time. It is inconceivable how the slightest doubt could exist as to whether it was more consistent with nature and more rational to prescribe a single simple medicine at one time in a disease or a mixture of several differently acting drugs. It is absolutely not allowed in homeopathy, the one true, simple, and natural art of healing, to give the patient at one time two different medicinal substances. Explanation. In this aphorism, Dr. Hahnemann has given idea about one remedy at a time. It is not necessary and not permissible to administer more than one single simple medicinal substance at one time to the patient who is under treatment. It is more inconceivable to prescribe more than one medicine at a time which are having different actions. So, to prescribe one single medicine at a time will be more rational and consistent with nature. It is absolutely not allowed to give the patient two different medicinal substances at a time in homeopathy, which is true, simple, and natural art of healing.